spent $50 at the grocery store. I'm showing you how to turn that into 20 meals. That's 5 different dinner recipes that each serve 4 people. If you're watching this and you're like, what are you talking about? Go to the video that I posted on Sunday. It's 2 videos ago, the first video from this series. I show you the entire grocery list. You can go grocery shopping with me. I talk about substitutions. I talk about plant-based options. All of that kind of information is in there. So head there if you have no idea what I'm talking about, and then let's get into today's recipe. Today we're making some sweet and spicy pork bowls. They're gonna be really easy to make. You can toss everything together on the stovetop. It's gonna come together in about 30 minutes. And they are so, so delicious. So here's everything that we're gonna use to make the sweet and spicy pork bowls. We're gonna use some of our cilantro, we're gonna use some of the cabbage head, some more of this basmati rice, our red bell pepper, we're gonna use some of our green onion, some lime, garlic, and our pound of ground pork. If you wanna make this recipe with ground turkey, ground chicken, ground beef, any of those are gonna work too. So I like pork for this one. I think it gives it a really good flavor, but any of those will work, as well as a plant-based crumble substitute if that works for you. For the pantry staples for this recipe, this is also included in the grocery list in the first video. We're gonna be using sesame oil and olive oil or avocado oil, coconut aminos, which you can also substitute with tamari or soy sauce. Just see my notes about the salt, sriracha for a little bit of spice, and maple for a little bit of sweet. We're gonna use some rice vinegar, salt, red pepper flakes, and ground ginger. If you wanna use fresh ginger, you can also do that. First, I'm just gonna get our veggies prepped. So that's the cabbage, green onion, cilantro, red pepper, and then we'll get started on cooking. One quick note too that I meant to mention earlier is I like to do the shredded cabbage like this. That's what I have on the grocery list, but if you don't want to do that chopping on your own, you can also just get like a bag of shredded cabbage. You can get a bag of coleslaw mix. It'll have a little bit of carrots in there, but that's fine. Just more veggies to add into the recipe. So feel free to do that as well. If you're gonna swap that out in the grocery list, I would get 2 bags of coleslaw mix because we're gonna use a lot of cabbage this week. So that's all the prep. We're ready to make the meal, and now it comes together so easily since we have all the veggies chopped. That's really the only complicated part. I'm gonna start by browning the ground pork in a little bit of oil. We're gonna add some spices, and then all the veggies will come in and we'll do a simple sauce. While all of that's cooking, I'm gonna put on a pot of rice to pair it all with. So to start, I'm adding just about a tablespoon of olive oil. I'll let that heat up. All right, my oil is hot, so I'm gonna add the ground pork. Break this up. And we're just gonna brown it all over. Okay, now the pork is browned all over. It doesn't need to be fully cooked because it's gonna continue to cook in here. And now I'm gonna add the minced garlic. And I'm also adding some of our seasonings. This is salt, ground ginger, and red pepper flakes. Mix that in. Just want to get the pork covered in all those seasonings and just keep stirring because we don't want to burn the garlic. And then we're going to add in the red bell pepper, our green onion, and our cabbage. Now we're just gonna let this cook down. We want the peppers to soften. We want the cabbage to wilt down a little bit and the flavors to combine. While that cooks, I'm just adding in the rice. So these have softened up quite a bit. I'm gonna reduce the heat to low, and we're gonna do our sauce. Starting off with 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. And we're gonna do a 1/4 cup of coconut aminos. sriracha, rice vinegar, maple, and then juice of 1/2 of a lime. And now we really just want that sauce to kind of cook down. It'll deglaze the pan a little bit if you got some bits stuck on there, which is totally fine. This is just such a good like weeknight dinner, and you pack in so many veggies, but it tastes like something that you would order from a takeout place, which is why I love it when you're craving something like that. Okay, my rice just finished, perfect timing. And I just let this cool for a couple minutes. Oh my gosh, the smell is so good. She's stunning, she's gorgeous. Let's get everything plated up and do a taste test. All right, this is the finished product. Sweet and spicy pork bowls with red bell peppers, cabbage, cilantro, green onion, and rice. Smells so good. I know I've said it a million times, but it really does. And let's just get right into the taste test because I'm dying to try this. All right. When I say it tastes like takeout, it seriously does. It's so good. It came together so quickly, made with super simple ingredients, obviously budget friendly, and also so customizable. So if you don't like any of these components, very easy to swap things in and out. If you happen to have leftover veggies in the fridge, just add them right in. But I know you guys are gonna love this one, and I'm so excited for you to try it. Thank you for watching day 3 of this series where I took a $50 grocery haul and then turned it into 5 different recipes. Again, this was recipe number 3. I'm gonna link to everything in the description, the original video with the grocery list and where I talked about all of the ingredients and the substitutions. I'll link to the recipes that have gone up so far so you can find all of them. But make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel so that it's easy to find all of this stuff, and as I do this more, you can follow along. And subscribe to my Substack where I'm gonna send out a recap of the grocery list, every recipe I made this week. My free newsletter goes out every Sunday with just like a recap of all of my recipes. You can find the recipes on my website, jenneatsgood.com with 3 O's, and Instagram and TikTok, Jenn Eats Good, 3 O's. Thank you guys for watching, and I will be back tomorrow.